Hello, everybody. Just want to welcome you all back and give you a rundown and introduce you to one of my favorite DC Universe characters. I know most people, when you mention DC Universe, they go to Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, Flash, things like that. Which, of course, I've collected several of those in the past. I'm a fan of Green Lantern, Batman. I have a Batman figure I'm going to review in the future. But my all-time favorite DC Universe character is this guy right here, Booster Gold. And kind of the reason why is that he is one that has had a big evolution over the years in comics. He started out, I think it was in 1986, after the Crisis on the Infinite Earths. He kind of started out as kind of a joke character, in the Justice League International series. He's a guy from the future who steals a bunch of equipment from the museum in Metropolis that he works with, and then downloads a bunch of historical information. Then goes, steals a time machine, goes back into the past to Metropolis to make a name for himself as a hero. And he wants to make a lot of money, so he did things over the years like tried to get corporate sponsors. He would fly around with corporate logos on his uniform, like a race car driver. And that's how he got into the Justice League at the time. And he was often paired with another character, Blue Beetle, which I don't have that figure. And they kind of were kind of a comedy duo within the Justice League. But over the years, what happened is he began to have less success in business and began to take the role of being a hero seriously. In the famous Death of Superman comic, in the lead up to that, he actually went toe-to-toe with Doomsday. Granted, Doomsday wasn't fully able to fight in the very beginning, and he used the first hero to coin the term Doomsday, so he's responsible for that character's name. He really began to kind of, and I even wrote him off as a joke character until leading up to the Infinite Crisis series. He played a role in the Project OMAC with finding out that he and the Justice League International buddies had all been manipulated by Maxwell Lord. His best friend, Blue Beetle, is murdered by Maxwell Lord, and he goes after him for revenge, eventually helping to bring that down. He took place in the Infinite Crisis story. Then after that, after the Infinite Crisis was over, and the multiverse the DC multiverse reemerged, he was one of the main characters in a comic series called 52. Not the new 52, but 52's DC did an issue a week for a year, and he was kind of one of the main characters in that. And then eventually, and that's kind of how I grew to really start appreciating this character, because it was less about him being a joke and more about him actually embracing his role as a hero. When that run ended, he actually got his own series that I collected for a while, and the whole premise of it was that he was going to be offered everything he wanted, the respect of his peers. He was going to be made official member of the new Justice League, but he turned that down in order to help Rick Hunter kind of police the timeline and the new universe that had come through, the multiverse. And so he was basically going to become the greatest hero the world had never heard of. And so he really did step into that role. And so this figure right here, this is from the Mattel DC Universe Classics line. It's the Atom Smasher Wave. And I got this one. It's pretty nice figure. I'm going to show you some features of it. They actually did a variant figure of this, and the first one has a raised flip-up collar that was more as his premiere look, and this one is how he looked in the in the 52 with the no collar. And also, if you can see right here, this little guy right here is his robot sidekick, valet, and walking history, and comedic foil, Skeets. This is also a variation of this. So in the and I'll show that in a minute. But I just want to kind of show you a couple of little neat little things about this figure that I really like. So part of this is Booster Gold. He stole all of his equipment from the future. One was a force field belt from the Legion Superheroes Brainiac. The other one, he stole a Legion flight ring. The suit could do blasts, protect himself. And so with the details of this figure, one of the neat ones I can see, if I can see right here, is, and I'll probably try to put him in thunder, I probably can't see it, I can't get into focus, is he even gave him a little the Legion flight ring. And if you get into detail, it's not very clear, but you can see the little L with the little they put a little dot that looks like the star there. Which I thought was a really neat detail. So it was something that would be very easy to leave off the figure, because that's extra tooling involved, and most people wouldn't even miss it. They were probably got this figure because they collected, because they wanted to get the piece to build the Build-A-Figure. They could have easily left it off and nobody would have noticed. I noticed it, so I appreciate that little detail. It was the standard body type of the time with all the articulations and joints. They had a thing in the back where Skeets could plug into his back. I like this. Is better than just the normal, hole and peg. It's actually very sturdy, so that this little piece actually, stays in good place. And I said there was a variation. So the Booster Gold variation on the figure had the collar, and the Skeets was one solid piece. This piece, I like this because this is from the New 52. One of the plot lines of the New 52 is Skeets was malfunctioning, and it turned out that the reason why he was malfunctioning was that he had been taken control of by a villain, actually a Shazam Captain Marvel villain called Mr. Mind, which is a little worm, and this version of Skeets reflects that because it actually had a hinged top, and you can open it up, and there sits little Mr. Mind controlling Skeets. So I thought that was pretty cool, and also that was one of the reasons why I got this, but the main reason is it reflects the character more like how I enjoyed him in his more heroic, his more heroic redemption outlook. So that's just kind of, my little thing. I wanted to share this little character with you, why this is one of my favorites. As I've gotten older in my collection, I tend to gravitate more towards characters I like, characters that mean something to me, or teams that either such something on my my heyday of collecting, and just so it seems to be a theme with me. I've did away with. I had a large collection of the DC Universe Classics figures. I had sold them off a while back, and out of all of them, this was the only one I kept. If I would have had the Blue Beetle, I would have kept that one as well. But I always wanted to keep this one to kind of show, like I said, it's that redemption story. Even out of my Justice League Unlimited figure sets, I kept this version of the Booster Gold. And somewhere around here, I was getting ready to film it, and the little Skeets that came with it was missing. But this is my only Justice League Unlimited figure, Booster Gold I kept, which was a variant figure that I thought was really cool. And then, of course, the DC Universe Classics Booster Gold. So just let me know what you guys think. Is there like some character that just really resonates with you, beyond just like the core characters that you normally encounter? I'm kind of a big obscure character, guys. I like to hear about other people's folks. So just hit that below in the comments, and you guys have a great day, and I'm going to go start getting ready for my next video.